Today we are going to be guessing, really, it's guessing, but predicting the current free agents and where I think they will be going. There's only a few big names left. There's only a few. A few being Chris Bryant, Freddie Freeman, Kenley, Castellanos, Correa, Trevor Story. Those are just some of the names, I guess. There's some other guys here you could name them, but those are like the guys I'll be guessing. I'll probably throw in a few more in there, but those are the big names. Jorge Soler will probably be involved too. Jock Peterson, guys like that are interesting and kind of curious where they'll go. But yeah, I'm just gonna be basically predicting where I think these final free agents will go. There's still a ton of free agents left that can be signed. There's still a ton of free agents left, but these are like the big guys. These are the most interesting people. These are the people that most people want to know. There's a lot of people like to talk about these names, not the other ones. Although Matt Boyd, that guy I didn't know was a free agent. Nobody's really talking about him. He's got some good stuff in him. But first guy we're going to bring up, just because we're going to go in order as you can see on the page, Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant, he's had talks with Rockies apparently. Rockies are after him right now, I guess. Do I think he's going to go to the Rockies? I think he shouldn't. I thought he was originally going to go to the Mariners, but the Mariners traded for Eugenio Suarez, and he's probably going to be their starting third baseman. So I don't think he is going to the Mariners anymore. I don't think that's happening. Where I do think he's going is the Royals. The Royals just picked up Zach Greinke. They picked up somebody else recently too. They got Amir Garrett for the bullpen, I think, and got rid of Mike Minor, so they cleared some money. They cleared over, I think, $10 million even. So they cleared some money just off that alone. So they might be clearing enough money, or at least a little bit, to go ahead and get themselves Chris Bryant. I think Chris Bryant would fit there. I think he'd like himself some KC. Maybe like he's 30 right now. 5 years, 115? 5 years, 115, I think would be a point he'd be seeing. It says his market value is at $23 million. But I'm seeing 5 years, 115. I think that's a accurate point. It's a good little payday for him. I think KC would be willing to pay that. Their team's really not terrible. Like, they're close. They got a decent little rotation that could be getting up there. Their bullpen's got some studs in it. They have Salvador Perez, Whit Merrifield, Alberto Mondesi, and Chris Bryant added to that would fucking help. But yeah, they could be a little sneaky team if they just get a few more pieces. So we'll see what happens there. Next guy was Freddie Freeman. He is not going to the Blue Jays. Blue Jays fans, I want to tell you that right now. It's actually official now. A lot of Blue Jays fans thought that Freddie was going to be going to Toronto, but he is not. He's not going to Toronto. Ever since they got Matt Chapman, it's kind of like, okay, Vlad's not playing third now. Not going to happen. They're not going to have Vlad play third over Matt Chapman, a two-time Platinum Glove winner. But Freddie Freeman, I do think between the Red Sox, Rays, and Dodgers, I think he is going to go, may sound a bit biased, I'm going to say he's going to go LA, but it's a close, it's like a 1-1 pretty much. Like not 1-2, it's 1-1. I think it's either LA or Tampa. Tampa may not give the best deal money-wise, but they have no income state tax. So he's getting all of that money, while California is the highest. So both teams are great. He was born in Cali. His wife's probably got some influence for Cali too, I'm not going to lie. And they're probably giving him the best offer because they probably have the most money to give because they're fucking psychopaths over there. But, I think it's either LA or Tampa. I'm going to say LA with a bit of bias if I had to choose one, just because I'm a bit biased for that because I'm an LA fan. But I think Tampa is just as good of a chance. I don't think Boston's getting it. I don't think Boston is going to get Freddie Freeman. I don't think that's happening. I do think, however, yeah, we'll just go straight to it. Even though it's not in order, I do think the Red Sox are going to be getting Trevor Story. Now, does it make sense considering Xander Bogaerts plays shortstop? It actually does. Xander Bogaerts can't field for shit at shortstop. He's got to be moved. If anywhere, it'd be nice to get him, to try and get him to learn first. But if you have to, have him play second. I don't actually know who like the Red Sox's second baseman is. I don't think they really have the guy, you know. I don't think they have like a guy who plays second. Trevor Story would be their full-time shortstop if they got him. And if they got Xander Bogaerts to play second, that'd be great, because I think that'd just be an easier time for him. But if they could get him to play first, that'd be fucking perfect. The guy really can't field too well. He's got stone hands, you know, so it's like you don't want a guy like that playing shortstop, especially he's getting older. He's still young, but he is getting older. So like that athleticism he has is going to eventually fade, and if he can already not field with his young athleticism, good luck getting him to field when he's 30. But I do think Trevor Story's going to the Boston Red Sox. I forgot to give Freddie Freeman's deal. 6 years is what he said he wants, so he's getting a 6-year contract. I'm going to say that right now. He's not going to get not signed for 6 years. 6 years, probably 150. Probably he probably deserves more than that, huh? But that's probably what he's getting. I mean, I don't think he's getting a fat contract just because he's probably 30. Probably because he's 32 and a half. If he was younger, he'd be getting a fat contract. But because he is up there, higher in age, he's gonna get 6 years because that's what he wants, and the contract just won't be, you know, ridiculously big. But 150 is still good. That's still good money. Trevor Story, I think he'll be getting probably. He could get a 10-year deal, but will he? Probably not. He could be sitting at like a 6-year contract too. Considering Matt Olson got like 8 years, he'll probably get like a 6-year 250 to 300. Probably around there. He's worth a lot. He's a shortstop, so I mean he's gonna get the money. He's fucking great at fielding there. So he's definitely gonna get a fat contract for that. But yeah, so Red Sox for Story, Dodgers for Freddie or Tampa. Could be either or. And then the Royals for Chris Bryant. When it comes to Kenley Jansen, man, this guy is he's a mess. Because where's he gonna go? You'd think he's going to go back to LA. He's been there for his entire career. He was drafted by them. But, like, or was he? I don't think he was drafted. He may have been an international pick. International signing. Could have been that. No, he's a catcher. But now he's a reliever. He's fucking one of the best. I think Kenley, if I had to put him in a spot, he's not going back to LA, I don't think. We have Blake Trinan. You know, Dodgers got Blake Trinan. They don't need Kenley, and I don't think they're going to bring him back for that reason. Especially since they're getting Kenley this year now, too. He's coming off Tommy John. He could be really good. They got Brusdar Graterol. They got good pen pieces. Dodgers probably not going to see a reason to pay him because he's going to get a good contract. I think he's going to the Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays need him. The Blue Jays haven't been going and getting any of these other relievers, which was really confusing me. But at this point, I would say the Blue Jays need to go get Kenley. Their bullpen is a disaster. Jordan Romano is good, but you don't know if he'll repeat it. And you really don't have much else going on in that pen. They need, they need a stud in there. And Kenley is a fucking stud. I think he'll get a 2-year, $15 to $20 million deal. Because he's 34. Kenley ain't going for a long time. I don't think he's going to a 1-year deal, but I don't think he's getting like a 4-year. I'm only saying Blue Jays though because that team needs they need like a guy more than most. They're a team that's fucking stacked everywhere pretty much, but their bullpen's their weakest spot, and they really don't have a guy that's like for sure gonna be a good closer. Jordan Romano yet again did good, but like relievers' careers are inconsistent except for some few. I think either the Jays are trading for Craig Kimbrell or they're signing Kenley Jansen. Because they need a big guy in that bullpen. They need a big name. They need somebody who's like, okay, that guy's going to shut the fucking door down. And that's either Kenley or Kimbrell. I think they're going to go sign Kimbrell. Not Kimbrell, sorry. I think they're going to go sign Kenley. 2 years, 15 to 20 million. Because if they don't, I don't think they are willing to trade for Craig Kimbrell at that point. Especially since apparently they're after Jose Ramirez. So I don't think that's going to happen. Next guy is Nick Castellanos. Miami seems like the obvious pick, but no, he's not going there. He's clearly not going there. He's not. Man, where would I put this guy? Who needs a Nick Castellanos? Who needs that? There's a good amount of teams out there, but what teams are willing to pay for Castellanos? That's the question. Man, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I don't... Maybe... I don't know. Man, that's a hard one. That makes me need to think like really hard on this one, because there's a lot of teams that need somebody like him, but like, are they willing to pay? Because they've already gone out and gotten others, so it's just like, are they? I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I think the Chicago Cubs are gonna get him. I think they love the time they had with him. He was amazing for them. They just went out and got Seiya Suzuki, who's a great fielding outfielder, but Nick Castellanos would be a great DH for them. I don't really know if they have like a DH. They have Frank Schwindel's playing first. Patrick Wisdom, who can kind of play all over the place. He can play third. Ian Happ for center field. Wilson Contreras for catcher. Seiya Suzuki, who plays, I think, a right field. Their left fielder, I'm not really sure. Do they still have Jason Hayward? God, they really still... They still have him, don't they? God. That's insane. I think that Nick Castellanos will go there for a 4-year deal. 4-year, $100 million. They did just give Seiya Suzuki a fat contract, but I do think Castellanos is still gonna go there. I think he'd fit there, and I think they understand that he hits really well there. So I don't know. He would be very valuable for the Chicago Cubs, and it seems like they're going for a push. Here's the thing: they do need pitching, but it seems like they're like, I don't know. They're in a weird spot. They're in a weird spot, man. But I do think they're going to get Castellanos. It's either them or the Phillies. Phillies use him as DH too. He's being used as a DH. He's not going to be an outfielder. That's the thing you got to understand. Now that NL has DH, he is not going to be used probably ever as an outfielder again. He's 30 years old. He's not good at fielding. He's going to be fitted in as a DH, and he's going to bring a ton of value to that. He's going to be a great hitter. And I do think maybe the Phillies take him. The Phillies have a good amount of outfielders now, though, and they did just get Kyle Schwarber, who isn't probably going to play first base because of Rhys Hoskins, and isn't probably playing the outfield because he's not great at it. He's definitely not great at fielding in the outfield, so I don't know. We'll see, though. I'd say Phillies. Phillies maybe. Cubs, I think. There's so many teams out there that want him, though. It's just like, or so many teams that need him, but it's just like, where is he actually going to go? It's a hard one to figure out. Who's the next guy? I guess I could talk about Kyle Seager. I don't know, though. Who the fuck is actually going to go after Kyle Seager? That's a tough one. It says his market value is $18 million. You're fucking out of your mind. No, he's not. That's not his market value. Get out of here. What? Next guy I'll talk about is Carlos Correa. I think everybody understands this one. He's going to the Astros. The question is he going to go there for 1 year or a long time? It seems like he's going there for 1 year. That's what it seems like. But he might get a long contract. I'm just not really sure about that. But I do think he's going to the Astros. It's just I can't figure out if he's a 1 year guy. I don't even fully know why. It's something to do with Scott Boras, I think, of why he wants to do 1 year and not like a long time. So I don't really know what's going on there. But I do think he's going to the Astros. But the next guy is Jorge Soler. This guy seems obvious to me. The Marlins. The Marlins want outfield. They've brought that up. But they don't want to pay Nick Castellanos. They don't want to do that kind of fat of contract. So Jorge Soler is like that downgrade for the contract, but still a great hitter. And he can't field. Yeah. Okay. Jorge Soler, he's like a bit of a downgrade, but like he's completely worth the money still. He's still a great piece. So I think they're going to go after Jorge Soler. I think they're going to give him about a 5-year contract. I think that's a nice window for how good the Marlins are going to be. I think they're going to be great probably 2 years down the line, insane, and then Jorge Soler will be right in the middle of his contract. 4 years, probably like $60 million. I think that's maybe what he makes. maybe 4 years, 50. I'd say 4 years, 40 to 60 million. Because, I mean, he was very good with the Braves. And he's had very good years in the past. With the Royals, he had that 40 homer season. He's worth at least 10 million a year. At least. Jock Peterson, he'll be the last guy I talk about. We'll go with him. Jock Peterson will be my last. This guy's been interesting. He's been all over Twitter. He's been talking. He's like, oh, guys, what team should I sign with? What number should I wear? He's going to the Padres. Just the way he works with social media and the way he just, like, keeps up with people. You know, he has his fun. Fits San Diego. He fits San Diego for me. I think he'll definitely fit there. Either there or Miami, again. Because Miami's a bunch of young studs having fun, you know, having a good time. I'd say Miami or Padres. The Padres would probably use him as a DH. The Marlins would probably use him as an outfielder while they use Jorge as a DH. They are trying. Here's the thing. Padres are trying to ship Will Myers and Eric Hosmer. Trying to get rid of both of them. So that kind of shows that they want an outfielder. They were after Seiya Suzuki. Now they're not getting him. So they do need somebody. So they, so they might get Castellanos, man. Fuck, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I don't think they were willing to pay Seiya Suzuki. Maybe, I'm not really sure. It is hard, man. There's a lot of good guys out there. There's a lot of teams who want everybody, but I do think Jock Peterson goes to the Padres or the what the fuck did I just say? Miami Marlins. And I think he's going to be a shorter deal. I think he's going to be 3 years. Jock Peterson hasn't really had that, like, fucking stud year that keeps him with a long contract where a team wants to commit to him. So I think he'll be like a 3-year. I think he'll be a $10 million guy, 3-year, $30 million or 25. I just don't think he's really done enough, maybe. I'd say 25 to 40 million for 3 years. I give that range. A 15 million range gap of his pay, and I think he goes to the Padres or Marlins. The Marlins are really looking for some outfielders, and they're rumored, I think, on Eddie. They're rumored on Jorge, and they may have been, I think they're rumored on Jock even. But Jock, just the way he's playing it on social media, you know, he fits San Diego, Slam Diego, you know, he fits that, or he fits with Miami. But, yeah, those are the guys I'm going to do for my free agent predictions. Comment down below where you think people are going. Or if I missed anybody you wanted to hear, just comment down below and I'll reply and say where I think who's going where and what they're getting paid. I'll give you my opinion on that. But yeah, boys, that's going to do it for the video. Hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy. Subscribe to my content like this. As always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.